So what is bug bounty? So all the questions are can be answered with breakdown of words. Okay, when we consider bug bounty, we can split that into two words: bug and bounty. So let's answer what and bug is. Okay, so when considering what and bug is, it is a mistake or a problem or a loophole that has been found. Okay, it is some kind of problem in a thing or it can be considered on anything. It is not only related to technology or something. It can be taken into anything like design, like graphic design things, right? There is some kind of problems on the design which has been provided, development things, coding things, and then a lot more. Okay, it is like the bug occurs in many places, and what is basically into bug bounties are security based bugs. Okay, we can also call that as vulnerabilities. We can also call that as vulnerabilities. Okay, so now what is an vulnerability? So we have to understand it is an security loophole or a problem which may lead to a serious issue if it is disclosed in public. Okay, it is some kind of issue which is found in a environment or a company's technology. If if the particular thing is put out, it may lead to some kind of serious issues. Okay, this is what it is related to vulnerability. So then coming to the next word, bounty, it is simple. Okay, when we find a bug or a vulnerability in a particular environment, the respective companies reward with the bounty. Okay, it might be goodies, it might be t-shirts, swag, anything. It might be also a money reward, and in most of the cases it would be the money reward. Okay, this is what the concept of bug bounties are. Okay, next we are going to see about what is so crazy about bug bounty. Nowadays you can see that many people are into bug bounties because of the money which has been put in this particular domain. You can see a lot of youngsters getting into bug bounties for the only sake of getting money. Like when you see a bug bounty program which is put out for companies security, you can see that the reward is starting from $100, $500, $2,000. When you are in India and you get a reward with you get a reward with USD, it is a higher amount, right? That is why the craze of bug bounties are still more higher. And right. And that is why many people are trying to get into the bug bounty thing. And this is what the main craze of the bug bounty is. But what the real craze of bug bounty is, it is actually a evolving field. You can find new kind of bug, new kind of vulnerabilities, which is so interesting. You can use your creativity here and find a lot of exploits which will actually cause some serious vulnerability issue. And once you find it, you have to write a report to the respective company so that you don't make anything unethical. You just make everything ethical. Okay, if once you find the bug, you write and report. You have to report the respective company. And this is about the craze of the bug bounties. So coming to bug bounties again, what should not be done? Okay, when you are going to work on bug bounty things, you should not have the only motive as money. Okay, money should be the secondary factor. The first factor should be learning. Okay, when you get into bug bounties, you'll be not able to find the bug or a vulnerability in the initial case. It will take time to learn what an actual security vulnerability is. You have to keep working on new vulnerabilities. You have to you have to read more things. Okay, you have to read the things which is related to security. You have to understand what the real impact of the thing which you have found. And you should, the main objective is you should not have money as the only factor. If you have them, what will happen is that you will eventually burn out. Okay, because you will not find a valid bug, you will not get rewarded, and you will just throw this away. Okay, so don't keep money as the only factor. So next, going to the next, there are a lot of automation and scripts available outside. Okay, many people will be thinking that let's use the scripts, let's use the automation tools and find vulnerabilities. But just mark my point, this will not work out, because when a bug bounty program is released outside, the company themselves would have done some kind of testings. Okay, those kind of automation scripts and those kind of testing would have been done in the internal environment itself. So you will be not able to find serious vulnerabilities through those tools and techniques. So don't rely on automation. Okay, you can rely on automation for some kind of small purpose, small things which you are going to do it repeatedly. For those things you can rely on automation, but don't rely on things which is like only automation will give me vulnerabilities and only automation things. This will not work out. Okay, and there is a serious issue on bug bounties, which is like you'll be taking a lot of time to find your first valid bug. In bug bounties there are some kind of things called duplicates, not applicable, and those kind of reports. Okay, once you find a vulnerability you'll be writing a report and you'll be submitting it to the respective company, and the company will be responding with a message that is this an valid issue or this an duplicate, which means that this issue has been already reported by any other some other security professional. So these kind of things happen on bug bounties. Okay. So you have to take the time to learn what bug bounties are. You have to take the time to understand what bug bounties is. So this is what is actually needed at the initial case. So this is what are the things which should not be done so that you can get a good place and do good on bug bounties. Okay. Now just moving on, we'll be going to learn about how to get started on bug bounties. So, first of all, the main thing is understand what an bug is, what an vulnerability is. It is very, very important because when you start testing, you will not understand what an non-security vulnerability and security vulnerability is. Okay, so you'll be doing a lot of testings. You'll be finding a lot of bugs. You should be able to find out which actually has an impact, which actually has a security impact. Like if the particular thing is put out in public, it it should be something like it might get exploited, so that attackers could gain some kind of sensitive information or can take advantage of those companies. And these are the impact things. Okay, so you have to understand what an bug and the vulnerability is, what an security bug and vulnerability is. This is what the thing which is actually needed. If you don't understand this, you'll be reporting wrong things to the company. The company will not respond, or else your impact will go down in your bug bounty platforms. So try not to do those things. Okay. Next, you have to get started with reading the write-ups, articles, blogs, videos that are being posted by lots of bug bounty hunters. You can check out YouTube. You can check out Medium. Medium is a great platform to read blogs. There are a lot of websites which is available for reading write-ups and those kind of things. Okay, you have to start reading the new write-ups which will be coming in daily basis, so that when you start reading you'll be able to find how others keep testing the website or do the things. Okay, you'll be able to understand how to get to approach a proper program in a proper way, and you can find new techniques to reach them out. And these are the things which you will be learning from and write up. Okay, so after finding a valid security bug, you have to know to write a proper security report or a documentation. Okay, so a security report consists of four parts. The first part is the summary. Summary is something like what exactly the issue is, and the second step is steps to reproduce. You have to break down the vulnerability into steps. Moreover, try to keep it short, keep it in a sentence. So you can split it at one, two, three, and you can type it out step by step. So people should understand how to reproduce this bug internally, and you have to give a proof of concept, which might be a screenshot or else a recording video. Anything is fine. You can try using both of the things or else any one. But many prefer to use screenshots because it is very easy to see. If you attach a recording, the person who is reviewing your report has to go through a whole video and understand the thing. So many don't prefer video recording. In case if the case is too complex, you can also add the video recordings as well. And then you have to add the impact of the particular vulnerability. Okay, once you find a vulnerability, you have to understand how it can be exploited, and you have to write it in a way that anyone could understand the impact of this particular issue. So the main part of writing a report is you have to write it in a third person way, and you should consider that the opposite person is not a technical guy. Like you might be so technical, but the other guy who is reading your report might not be technical. So you have to write it in a way that anyone could understand the seriousness of this issue and should come back to you and respond the report. And then here is the main part, and then getting started with the bug bounty hunting. Okay. So let's take you are going into some kind of website or a mobile application or something to hunt for bugs. Okay. Before starting to hunt for bugs, what you have to do is you have to go through the whole application. You have to understand how the workflow happens on the particular application. So, for example, if you take Instagram, if you open the homepage of Instagram, you can find a login page. Once you log in, you'll be finding your feeds, you'll be finding stories, you'll be finding chat boxes, and you understand that Instagram is a place where images are posted with captions. They people can comment, and you can watch stories, and you can go to the chat section and chat with the people you like, and these are the things which you can do with an Instagram application, right? So when you are going to hunt Instagram, you should know what the application is first of all. So when you understand the core objective of the particular whole objective of the application, you can understand how the application works. Okay, then you have to start debugging into one each and every functionalities. Like this would be so technical right now. I'm talking all this. We'll be having this kind of more technical session in upcoming streams. So I just wanted to keep this to be in a beginner level so that the people can understand what the bug bounty is. Okay, so this is what the main getting started factors of bug bounties. Okay, so we have to understand what an bug and vulnerability is. Then you have to start reading out the older videos, blog articles, videos, and lot of things. Okay, you have to read and learn things, and then you have to walk through the application before going for the hunting. So these are the basic main factors of getting started with bug bounties. And if you do this, this will be actually working out. And this is what happened on my case. So when I came into bug bounties, like I came into bug bounty in the year of 2021, I guess, not 2021, it is 2020. It was on the month of February 2020. And it took me around 9 months to find the first valid issue on Google. Okay, I just found my first valid issue on Google, and it just took me 9 months to understand what an security vulnerability is. In the span of 9 months, I would have written moreover 40 to 50 reports to different companies, but most of them got rejected initially because I didn't understand what an security vulnerability is. So this is what the main thing which happens to a lot of people, which I don't want you guys to have. This is like you don't have to come across this because I'm telling out what are the things which you should follow so that you can go in an easier manner, so that you can find the first valid bug in a very shorter span, and you can go through very faster ways, and so that you can learn from me, right? So this is what the whole objective of this particular video is. And actually, I'm done with the today's topic, and I have kept this stream also short so that everyone could understand what bug bounty is in a short period of time. So now let me answer the question. So what are the platform where bug bounties takes place? So coming to the James question, so bug bounties take place on different platforms. There are major platforms called HackerOne, Bugcrowd, Cobalt, Integrity. So there are a lot of bug bounty platform where companies come and approach those companies for hosting their bug bounty platform. There are something called private programs. Okay, like companies like Facebook, Google, Zoho. These kind of people have their private programs. They eventually run their own program so that they don't have to rely on HackerOne or Bugcrowd or any kind of third parties. So they use there are the public programs, there are private programs. Like these kind of programs are available on Bug Bounty. Whichever you prefer, you can go and hunt on it. So what are the skills we need to participate on Bug Bounty? So considering upon skills, I think it is like you don't have to have all the skills to go and approach on a bug bounty program. You just have to be very technical and knowledgeable on a particular kind of vulnerability. Okay, if you take on web application security, let's take SQL injection. Okay, it is a vulnerability which is based on SQL language. Okay, so if you are good on SQL injection, you can just try out SQL injection on all websites and things and applications. Okay. So if you are good in one kind of skill, you can just go and try it out in different platform, and that will also work out. What are the various tasks we need to complete in? So that is not a task or something. You have to pick the program and start hunting on it. Once you find a valid issue, write a report and submit to the respective company. This is what the process of bug bounty. Once the issue is valid, they'll be rewarding you. That's the thing. What is the objective of bug bounty? So objective of bug bounty is like, so when you develop a lot of application, we don't consider any kind of application to be safe. Okay. So what happens is that the internal pen testing happens. What a pen testing is like, it is a process where people hunt for bugs internally through some ethical agreements, and it will be done with a short set of people. So bug vulnerability arises in different cases and different creative ways. Okay, so you can't expect that all the issues are fixed in internally. So what people do is they launch a bug bounty program. This is like crowdsourced program. Crowd will be a public crowd will be hunting on their programs. So they'll be submitting valid reports, right? So this is the whole objective of bug bounties. So companies will be getting reports from the external hunters, and they'll be able to secure the organization. In exchange of that, they'll be giving rewards. Okay, this is the whole concept. So in bug bounty, we find bug and debug the. uh, So once you find the bug, and once you understand the impact of this particular vulnerability, you have to stop the testing. Okay, you have to write the report and give it to them right away. Okay, you should not actually exploit the thing. So in case if you are getting user private details in your vulnerability, you should not keep testing and getting out a lot of users details. Okay, you should not exploit the vulnerability. You should just find it and create a proof of concept, and then submit that to the particular respective company. And this is what the whole thing which happens on bug bounty. And this is simple concept about bug bounties. So I guess I have answered all your questions.